afternoon, whatever time of day it is with you. Hi everyone, welcome. Can you quickly let me know in the chat if you can hear me and see me? I'm just loading my web page up again because I can't actually see anything yet. And I'm in top chat as usual. I don't know why it keeps going to top chat every time. Does anyone use top chat for something? It's kind of weird, isn't it? And let's make it full screen so I can see the chat box. And hi, so we've got a few people on the live chat. I'm just going to say hi to each of you. We've got It's Art by Donna. Thank you for joining, lovely. And we've got Laurie Shaw. Hi, Laurie. Hope you're doing well. Mr. Smith, where are the crisps? I think somebody's handing them around. I had some lovely vegetable crisps today, which were really nice. Supposedly healthier, but I don't really know if they are. I think they were oven baked though, rather than fried, so maybe they were healthier. They tasted quite nice actually. We also have Kat's Fluid Art Creations. Hi Kat, lovely to see you, darling. I know it's super late here in the UK as well, isn't it? Because it's here 10:30 at night, so it's quite late for you and I. But it kind of works at this time because my kids, as I said. But let's see, top chat. I barely know how to use YouTube. I spent the first 6 months trying to access it on a typewriter. Yeah. I remember my first typewriter. My mum got me it. It was one of those things. I was quite nerdy. I desperately wanted a typewriter, whereas everyone else wanted some sort of games console. I don't know why. I just loved the kind of noise it made, when you tap the keys, and it was just the best thing ever. I loved it. It cost a small fortune at the time as well, but she still bought it for me, bless her. Hi Sheldon, welcome. Great to see you here. Hope you're doing okay. I'm hoping you can hear my voice clearly. I've repositioned my microphone here. I'm still getting used to kind of what's what and how far to position things and make sure you guys can see and hear as clearly as possible. Anyway, I want you to see this piece. So I know it looks a little bit cluttered. I don't like to start the video cluttered, but I'm a little bit OCD with that. But I did want to show you something. So when you guys left me yesterday, for those of you who were on a live last night, the background, we did the background. We had a few tips from you guys and, throwing in ideas. And I think I added some green in the background as well to kind of help me with the leaves, which is what we're going to do today, paint the leaves. And then I thought to myself, we are going to use I try to use some gold foil today, rose gold foil, this one. And this is the one that you guys picked out of the 3 choices we had. We had silver, we had gold, and we had rose gold. I'm trying to find how to open this. This is actually from Temu, as you can tell. And I'm trying to think, is there any? Yeah, there is foil in there. It's just hiding between the 2 sheets of paper. So we're going to use that colour on it. Oh, look at it already. It's flying around. It goes everywhere. It's like mica powder, isn't it? So, yeah, so we are going to use that today. So this is part 3, hopefully the last one, and we should more or less have it finished at the end of this. And when I fully finish it, I'll put a picture up on the community tab so you can see it fully finished, okay, with a border and everything else that I said. So when I finished the live yesterday, I kind of looked at it and I thought, we're going to put rose gold in here. Why not go in with some of that? I think it was Liquitex gold, was it? I think it was Liquitex gold. And I took a dry brush, a very dry brush, dipped it into the Liquitex gold acrylic paint, rubbed excess off on the palette, and I just put small bits of gold in the background. And I'm going to show you up close what that looks like, and it's really brought it together. So look at that shimmer. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now I really like the background. It's so unusual, and that gold catches the light as well. I think it's stunning. You can see the darker, the brown as well. So you can see quite a lot of the colours that we picked still in the background. The green is quite muted, but it's still there. You can pick it up. We've also got Bill Robertson Art here. Hi, Bill. Great that you could join us today. And the lovely Joyce Davison. Hi, gorgeous. Thanks for coming. And we have Resin Creations by Alison. The lovely Alison here. That's fine. If you've got to go again, that's perfectly fine. Great of you to drop in. Thank you. And we've got August Acrylic Art. Hi there, stopping by for a minute before an appointment, that's fine as well. Great of you guys to drop in. It's really lovely. And hopefully some of you will stay and watch me actually create this. So let's get on with it, shall we? What do we need to do? So there's a couple of steps remaining on the last phase of this painting. So we did the texture paste, so we piped that on. We did the background in part 2, and the background's almost perfect. We might add a little bit of golden leaf to it and a bit of texture to it in a minute. And we've got this beautiful stamen in the middle. Okay, it's almost like a peony, isn't it? So you've got this stamen, and I want to either make them black or gold. And by consensus, last time when I spoke to you, most of you said you wanted gold, so we're going to do the rose gold on that. But we also need to do the leaves. So I'm going to start with the leaves probably, and I do 1 or 2 leaves, and then I'm going to do the petals. Now, we have a lot of colours for the petals. We have a choice, so I'm going to pop some in front of you. I'm going to look at what suggestion you have. And then we'll go with that. Okay, I think there was a couple of different suggestions last time, so I kind of went along the lines of picking out colours similar to what you guys said. So I'm gonna probably pop that up there. Oops, pop that up there, and then show you what colours we have. Now I'm looking specifically at Pebeo acrylic paints. Okay, so this is a pearl pink, and I know somebody mentioned pink. I'm trying to remember who it was, and this pink is quite nice. Very shimmery. Okay, so instead of using pigments, we could just use some of these lovely metallic colors and pearl colors. This is another color pink, slightly more muted than the other one. 2 different colors. So we've got the pinks and the lilac. I think somebody did mention pink and lilac, or pink and purple together, so that's one option. There's a slightly darker purple, lavender there, and that one is doesn't actually say, does it? It's not Parma. I'm not sure what the name for this one is. I'm not sure where they put the name on this one. It just says pearl at the front. But this one is lavender frost, and that one is rose pink rose. Yeah, I guess that one is Parma, whatever that is. Sounds like Parma ham. And then this one is rose quartz. So we've got a couple of colours there. We are going to have some white in the flower. I think it just needs a definition of 2 colours feeding into each other. So I'm definitely having this white wherever the colour we choose. This is pearl white. I really like it. These do need shaking up quite a lot, by the way, because they do separate. And it's really annoying when they separate. So you end up with all the oil at the top if you're not careful when you squeeze it out and you haven't shook it up. Other colours. So that's one option, is the pinks and pearls. Sorry, the pinks and violets, or the pinks and lavenders. Second option is the blues. Okay, so a couple of different light blues, and looking at this, yeah, blue would really make the flower pop. We're trying to make the flower stand out to an extent, but not stand out so much it looks like it's a different painting. So we've got a couple of blues here. We've got the pearl sky blue. I'm quite a fan of that as well. Not so sure about that, though. We could add white pearl to it and make it a different colour. We've got a couple of colours here. We've got sky blue topaz. It's quite a nice colour. It's a little bit too similar to that, though. And we've got this one, aquamarine. So we could put a combination of just that on its own, or a completely different colour. What do you guys think? I'm just going to pull it out of a hat. Hi Louise, welcome. Great to see you, love. What should we do, guys? Blues or pinks? Or alternative? Blue and lilac. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, okay. We'll do what Laurie said. We'll do that. Why not? I quite like that. No pinks at all then. We'll move all those out the way. Okay. Let's keep that in. And those are the blues. I'm going to put the darker blue away. I don't think we want it to be too bright. I'll pop these away. Okay, I do need to do the leaves as well. So we're going to start with one of the leaves and we'll do one of the petals just to kind of get it going. Move these out the way, see that you can see. And we'll start squeezing these out into the palette. Okay, so what we want to do, ideally, stick the palette here so you can see it. It's just make sure these are shook up properly. This is actually taped down. Oh God. I don't know why I taped it down. Maybe the lid doesn't stay on. Okay, there it is. I'm going to just pour some out into one of the wells. Oh my goodness, I poured the whole lot out. It's okay. Just came out like mad. That's actually quite runny. So, yep, that one's down. And then we need a bit of lilac. So, look, like I said, this is Deco Art Extreme Sheen Lavender. So I'm just thinking, should we go from lavender to blue to white, or from blue to lavender to white? Trying to decide there. Put that one on there, and then we're going to add a little bit of this light sky blue topaz thing. I like these because they're already very watered down, you know, they're not like tube paints which you need to water down tons. I'm going to put this one in as well just to have a look at what colour that is. Some of the other colours are in there, don't worry, they're already, they've dried up from yesterday. So this one's not even open, as you can see. I'm going to have to pop it open, not over the painting, not like last time when it flew all over the painting. Okay, let's pour that on. Beautiful colours. Okay, so that's definitely a lighter colour than the last one, than that Lavender Frost. And maybe we'll just have a look at this, if it is any different to that Deco Art one. It looks pretty much the same, except more denser, thicker. And let's get the greens out. And I quite like this green, this metallic green. I did say there was an earth green, wasn't it, that we were looking at yesterday. I wonder where that's got to. Let me have a look for that in a minute. So, earth green, where is that? Ah, here it is. Okay, so green earth is called, sorry. So I'll pop that down as well. For the leaves, where should we go? There we go. And then we're ready with the paints. I'll take some of this Deco Art green out as well and pop that in here. That's a slightly lighter green. So I do want to go for two-tone colours because it just gives it much more depth, I find, you know, rather than just going for one colour. And I'm going to sit down here so I can see what I'm doing. I did actually think to just not put any green in it at all and just maybe just put gold leaf over the leaves, because I thought, well, that's something we could do, really, isn't it? We could just add gold leaf to the leaves. Maybe I will afterwards once it's dry. If I don't like this, I've got an idea what to do to remedy it. So let's get some of the darker green, put some water into it and start painting it in. This should be pretty straightforward. Okay, so I'm going to start down here. It's actually quite easy to paint this in, despite all the kind of crevices and the little areas. I thought it'd be harder, but it's going on quite well. So I'm painting it over, but what I'm going to do is those little veins that you see in the leaves, I'm going to rub them with some gold later, so that gold comes back. Or I can just take a wet wipe now in a minute and just kind of lightly take the green off it again. What I might do actually while I'm here is get that gold we had. Where is that? Where's that beautiful gold we had? Oops. And just add that to it as well. I had a friend around today and I think we were looking through all the paints, so everything got moved around a little bit. And maybe I misplaced it. I've got deep gold, I guess we could use that. Same thing. It's not that far off to what colour I was using, this deep gold from Amsterdam. So I'm going to add a bit of that as well. So I've got the green in there. I'm liking that. And I'm going to add some of the deep gold on top of it and see what that looks like. Oh, I like that. It kind of blends it to the background a bit more. There's a fly trying to get stuck in this. I like that, a bit more gold. I'll actually put it into there so it's easier to... Come on. Perfect. So we're just going to add a bit of gold over the tops in bits, in places. So I hope you guys have been having a good day so far. There's quite a lot of premieres on today. We've had a few up already and there's more up later. We've got the beautiful Laurie from Art by Sparkle up at, I think she's up later on tonight after Winterstrom Art on 1,000 Below collab. So it's one to watch out for. It's not too far from now, I think. So hopefully I get some of this done before that starts. Okay, I like that. And then we're going to go on to the next leaf. And I'm literally doing the same thing, okay? So you kind of get the gist of this. I'm just going to put it down, then add the gold over the top. Just got to be careful around the edges a little bit. Otherwise you can really just slap it down and put some of the darker green on as well towards the stem. It's really nice. Where's the gold? There it is. Get some more of that gold. We'll really kind of blend that in. I like that. So I'm going to bring it up to you to show you what it looks like, the leaves, and I am going to go into it and darken it a bit later. So far we've kind of got the base colours down and I like it, so I am going to add a bit more to it later in terms of some depth. And again, like I said, I'm going to make sure those veins are really popping by rubbing some more paint onto them or rubbing it off. I could do that now, I guess. I could just take a bit of tissue and start rubbing some of that off if I wanted to, because the veins were already coloured gold by me earlier, so I can do that and get it to pop back up. But I quite like that now. I think that's perfect. So I'm going to do the same with the other leaves, as you can see up here and down here and this one as well. Those are going to have the same treatment. Okay, let's move on to a petal now and figure out how we're going to do the petals. I'll just check the chat and see if I've not missed anything. Taz, have you ever made the mysterious paint you can't buy anymore? Mix Deco Blue Sapphire and Emerald Green, I think. No. But I have got Deco Art Blue Sapphire and Emerald Green, so maybe I'll give it a bash and see. Sounds good. My Emerald Green is in the greenhouse, so it's outdoors. But I've got the Sapphire here. Hi Byron, just saw you. Hi Debbie, welcome. think that's it. I've caught up. Okay, so yeah, I think there's another collab starting. I'm just going to continue those. If you guys want to move on to that, that's perfectly fine. I won't mind at all. I'm just going to carry on doing my live and just get this done today because I just want to finish it really. So what we're doing, we're adding some of the other colours. Now we've got a couple of colours, the lilacs. Should we start with some of this lilac here, I think? Honestly, I don't mind if anyone wants to go to any other lives. You're perfectly welcome to, you know. But once my video is up, you can return and watch it anyway, and I know that. So it's once it's done, it's up then, and it saves me from editing. Doing a live is much easier for me, less time consuming. So I'm going to start putting down some of this lilac. I'm going to go right up to those little, it's a nice lilac, isn't it? It's really gentle and soft, really pretty. I'm not too bothered if it goes on to the sides there, because I am going to put some gold around here as well with a gold leaf. So my plan is to add gold leaf as well onto the ridges of the petals to really make them stand out. I like that colour. It's lovely and soft. It's not very vibrant. It's quite light. Laurie, if I miss yours, I will go and watch it because I really want to see yours. I don't really know who else is on the lineup. I think it's quite a few people. Maybe I think Michelle is on there from Royal River Art. So some amazing artists are on there, some good artists. So do consider watching. And then this one. I'm kind of fading it out towards the end because I want to add the blue a bit. So see if blue and violet will go well together. Should do. It's quite difficult when you can't find times that other people aren't doing collabs because your time is super limited. Like with, obviously, because I've got kids, I have to do it at a certain time. I can't find a time of day because in the day I'm tending the kids. So the great thing is that people can watch afterwards, so it doesn't really matter. And it's pretty quick, really. I mean, you can go super fast with this. And most of this texture is dry. I think the bits here, the ridges are thicker, so they might take a bit longer to dry. They're not 100% dry. They're dry to the touch, though, but I think that they could do with another day or two. But this bit that I'm painting is super dry because it was super flat. There wasn't much texture paste in that part, so I'm liking this. It's really pretty. Oh, thank you, Laurie. But you don't need to. Please concentrate on your one and be present for that one. I'd much prefer you did that. This video isn't going anywhere. It'll be up on my channel for months anyway, so that's really sweet of you leaving it on, though. It's fine, though, but if you need to go, I completely understand. I love you to bits, and I want it to be a massive turnout for yours, so please watch Laurie Art by Sparkle later. Just let them know what time you're on, Laurie, as well. I know the whole collab is starting in a while, but there's quite a lot of people on it, I think, this time round. And I will watch yours as well as soon as I'm done. That's the first thing I'm gonna do, watch yours and some of the other people on your collab. I think I need to mix this up a bit. It's very gloopy. I'm actually getting a lot of people responding to the birthday invites for my daughters. They're having a joint party, so I'm trying to organise it. It's super difficult doing a joint party because you've got to invite both sets of friends, and when you've got a 3-year-old, she'll tell you she's friends with someone the one day and not friends with them the next day, and you know, you're like, who do you want to invite? And she'll only give a few names. A few days later she'll be like, oh, and she's my friend too, and you haven't invited, and because you didn't know about it. So yeah, she started saying she wanted new people in her party, so I had to send new lots of invites out to people I didn't even know about, so that she plays with in school or in playgroup. Oh, August, I was going to say enjoy your appointment, but I'm not sure if you're having a tooth extracted or something that's unpleasant. I hope you have a successful appointment, whatever it is. And see you later, August. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. And we're just going to paint this side. This is quite therapeutic, actually. So I'm just applying all of this lilac, lavender, whatever you want to call it, lavender frost or whatever it was called. And I'm just avoiding those. I don't want to get any paint on those, what do you call them, the round globule things, stamen or whatever they're called. I don't want to get any on them because I need to put some glue on those in a minute and add some gold leaf. So I'm going to do one and show you how easy it is. Well, then hopefully this bit will be drier, so the gold leaf won't fall all over it and stick to it. That's the idea anyway, but depends how quickly it dries here. Okay, so I've done that, so that's what it's looking like. A tiny little bit here in this one. So I'm going to give this one away, this painting. I'm going to do a little competition on my group. Now, I have a Facebook group called Acrylic Pouring and Mixed Media by Taslima Maya Art. And the interesting thing is, if you join the group, free to join, free to be a member, free to share and post your work, I'll pop up a little instruction in terms of how you can go about getting your name in a hat to win this piece of art here that I'm painting currently. So if you are interested, make sure you're part or member of that group and keep your eyes peeled for any posts coming up soon. So once it's done, I'll post something up. Yes, I love that. You'll also notice I went in with a tiny little paintbrush here and I added some of those darker colours in the background into that bit as well, so that when I put the gold leaf, I don't need to go in with anything else. It's kind of more or less done. Right, I'm happy with that. Those are so far good. Exactly what I want. So I will need to look at the blue. Do I want to add this blue or not? What do you guys think? I think it was Laurie who wanted the blue and the lilac together. You can always change it if you don't like it by painting it. Oh, I like that actually. That's interesting. That's nice. Yes, it blends okay actually. I mean, because it's still a little bit wet, it's blending quite well. Let's try again now, a bit more paint. Got that miles away from you, so you can't see what I'm doing. So I'm just getting some more blues, and it's lovely. And I can just literally just go over the lilac and take it up a little bit as well, a notch. So I'm taking it up a little bit. A bit more. Where do we go here? It's coming along quite well. I think when we get the pearl down, the pearl white, it will really seal that texture paste there because it's very porous. I can feel the texture underneath my brush. Here we go. A bit more. I wonder what it looks like for you. Let's have a look. And I'll just turn this around. I'll just go in this side. I can just take it down a bit as well. So you've got some blue down there as well. I like that. That's really pretty. It's a really nice idea, Laurie. It's pretty. We probably could have gone for darker blues as well to really make it pop, but I quite like this subtle colours. It's really delicate, makes the flower look quite delicate. See, the petals are so quick to do. I mean, that's hardly taken any time, really, if you think about it. And I was a little worried that I might lose the little veins that we created using the fabric paint bottles, but we haven't lost them at all. In fact, I can still see them, and it's still kind of pearlescent colour. So even with this colour over the top, because these colours are quite thin, with less pigment in them, they're almost semi-transparent. It's allowed that beautiful colour to come through with the lines that were pearlescent or pearly coloured, and I haven't lost that. I'm just going to go in here and have a look at this side. So let's just try to make sure this bit is catered for. Is there any more? Yep, there's one here. A bit more paint. I don't know where I got my palette miles away. I need it closer really, but I'm just trying to get it on now. I really like that. This one isn't done. It blends quite well. The what's it called? The lavender frost and this blue. You can almost not see a seam at all between the two. Here we go. I'm currently trying to get a birthday cake ordered, a joint one, for the girls. and neither of them can agree on what they want. So I think it's just up to me trying to find one that they will like. I like that, that's nice. I'm going to just quickly fade that a bit, and this one fade it a bit. I think this one needs a bit more. That's beautiful. I love that. Gorgeous. It's really stunning, really. It really stands out from our background. And once we've got the gold leaf down, the rose gold, I think it's going to look even better. Fabulous. Now, the final bit for the petals, or one of the final bits, is simply to add the pearl now. So I'm going to add the pearl colour and make sure my paintbrush is definitely washed. So what I don't want is mix any of those colours in with it and give it a funny tint. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Sheldon. It is a delicate piece, isn't it? It's quite pretty. Let us just put the pearl down. Shouldn't take too long now. And we're kind of almost there. Wow, look at that pearl. Bring it up to you. That pearl colour is gorgeous. Just gonna blend it down. I'll put most of it at the top, and then I'll blend it down towards the blue. And I'm just making sure there's not too much on my brush when I go close to that blue line. That's gorgeous. I love it. That was easy enough. That blue's blended in with the pearl. Nice. And then a bit more on this one. Now, the spaces aren't very big, so we don't need a lot. I like it. Perfect. Done. Very quick. Very easy. Fun painting. I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else is doing. It's amazing how much inspiration you can get watching fellow artists as well, doing what they're good at doing. Perfect. And then this one, very quick and easy. Done. And then this one. I like to put quite a lot of it into some of the bigger ones and just sort of just swish it around, make sure it's blended out. Perfect, like it. Next one. Alison is saying it's looking beautiful. I have to go now and watch it later. That's fine. Bye, Alison. Good night. Have a great night, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you soon. Bye, lovely. We've got Hazan Khalaf here. The colours seem to harmonise well with each other. I think the painting will be wonderful when you finish it. That's really sweet of you. I've started having doubts about the rose gold, to be honest. In the back of my head, something saying, you've got the gold in the background. What you should have done is what I probably should have done is put rose gold in the background instead of that gold. So I don't know if the rose gold will go now with that other gold in the background. What do you think? Because having lots of metallic colours which are different to each other might not look good. I don't know. Hi Shay Joe, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're having a good day. What time is it where you're at? So I don't even know where do you live? Is it in the US or? Great to have you on my live either way. Lovely to see you. Right, let's let's have a look at this and twist it around to see if I can get it right into the crevice there. Yep, perfect. There's a lot of paint in this one, whoopsie. Yep. No, that's fine. I mean, the thing is, it's already textured, so even if you leave a blob of paint somewhere, it looks like it's part of the texture, so you can't really go wrong, you know? I like that, that's nice. It's perfect. I love that. Now it's time to think about other stuff. So I am going to have to wait a little bit for this paint here to dry. Hopefully it should be dry. It's almost dry to the touch there already, so we're just going to wait for the pearl colours to dry now. In the meantime, what I might do, I have to be super careful though, is, okay, it's two things. Number one, I want to apply a little bit of texture paste in the background, or gold leaf, one or the other. So should I apply gold texture paste in the background, scraped on roughly, or should I apply gold leaf in the background along with in these bits, these little globules as well? Which do you prefer? Number one, texture paste that's coloured gold, or number two, just the gold leaf? I'll wait for a response. So Laurie's saying, Taz, you could always do some or a few minimal rose gold splatters against the gold. Yes, yeah, you're right, I could do. You're going with a, that's a good idea actually. Could do that. Or actually, why not? I know it sounds mad, but why not add the rose gold here and some rose gold in the background? And that way it'll tie it together, right? Let's do it. So we need glue. Okay, so to use this gold leaf, it's very delicate. I'm probably going to make a mess of it now, but here it is. Okay, so there's little pockets of it. So I'm trying to find the right side for it. Okay, there it is. Oh, it's already flying up. Don't. I'm going to check which side is the right side for it. I think that's the top. Yeah, so that's the top. We need that. So we're going to add that. So two places we're going to add it, here and also here. I'm not going to add it here yet because this paint is still drying. It'll probably stick to it. Well, most definitely will stick to it. I'm just going to add some here just to show you how it's done. And what we need is, not to move that, I have to move that away. What we need is some glue. So let's find the glue. Ta-da, we've got this glue. We've also got diamond glaze. We don't need something that strong. This glue is good enough, glitter glue, but any glue, even PVA works. Any kind of glue will stick it. It's really thin and almost any glue works with it. So I'm going to take some of this out of the bottle. Oh goodness, it's a bit thick. Let me just pull that off. Okay, so I'm going to... Mr. Smith, I think you're going to have to go with it now. Yes, that's what usually happens. I talk myself into something and I just end up doing it. And then if it's a bad idea, we find out later. So all I'm going to do is dip my little paintbrush here with a tiny bit of glue. And look at this from this side because I need to know what I'm doing. I'm just going to add a little bit here and there. Okay, so I'm just not going to even apply it really thickly. I'm just going to apply little bits of it so I can brush it off again. Maybe a bit here. So I'm trying to find the areas that I'm not that you know, that I don't mind covering up a bit. So I've got to remember as well where I place them. Always tricky for me, my memory. Right, okay, so there's one there, and one there, right? And then maybe some by here. And remember, I am going to use a very stiff brush to try and take it off. Why is the water on there? Okay, so I'm just going to stick with this bit to begin with. We'll do this side to begin with just to see how it goes, and we'll do the rest later. So let's get the gold leaf. Prepare for it to stick to my hands because I've already got glue on my hands. Okay, right, let's get this stuff. And what we're going to do is take the back end of it off. Stay there. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out which side. I guess the both sides look super shiny. I don't think there is a real top side to it. Maybe there is, I don't know. I'm just going to take it off here and just do my best to stick it. Get off my hand. Right, where's my brush? It's actually stuck to my thumb, but I knew it would. I've got glue on my thumb. Okay, so I pop that down. I'm just really going to gently brush it on. Stay on. There's no glue up there, so... Okay. We're going to pull this bit off my thumb and stick it somewhere else. Here. This stuff can be quite annoying sometimes, very fly away, as you can see. It's so delicate. I had a friend here today saying she hates the stuff, won't use it. It just sticks to you more than on your projects. But it does look beautiful if you can master the art of not letting it get away from you. Is that glue there? I don't know. Can't remember where I put my glue now. Nope, nope, up there. Okay. So I'm just gently pushing it down where I think there is some glue. Perfect. Let's pull this bit off. Stick it down here. Get off my hand. Okay. And so we've got this. We've got more here. We can stick down here. Get off my hand. It's beautiful stuff. Today. Right, I think that's it. That's all the glue we put down. So we can add more glue now. So we've put that down. We can pretty much, well, I normally just brush it off right away. Some people wait a moment, you know. I just like to brush it off straight away. The only thing you'll remember is your brush will get some residue of glue on it, and it's very hard to get it off once it's on there. So then it will stick to it no matter what. So you can see me now just sort of just being a bit rough with it. And I can get a more stiffer brush as well to take bits off it so it just looks a bit more haphazard. That's gone right into the paint as well. Yikes. Gotta be careful. I probably could have put a cloth over here and then done it really, but I'm just literally demonstrating because I know in the last live someone said they didn't know how to use gold leaf. This is how you use gold leaf. So you literally just glue it right onto your project and then brush it off. So got that, we'll just brush it off onto this mat. Okay, and again this bit can be, you can just brush it off. Now I've got stiffer brushes here, got some seriously stiff brushes which really help take off quite a lot and make it look rustic. I might do that. So you can see you can take quite a lot off, like I have there. That's quite nice. Look at that, I really like it already. That rose gold is really pretty. I might put less glue on for the rest of it, but if you look at that, it really shines. I don't know if you can see that. Is that too bright? Can you see the shiny, beautiful shiny background? I love it. It's looking fabulous. Yeah, that's fine, Laurie. Please don't confuse yourself. Miss Taz used it once and got it in the right mess. Most of it stuck to my stencil. Oh goodness, yeah. It can be a right pain. Sometimes you get more on yourself than on anything else. I've used a few times on a few projects, but I normally never do it when I've got wet paint around like here. But I don't think it's stuck to it, to be honest, so I've been lucky this time. But I think what I'm going to do is probably do the rest of the gold leafing later, but you get the gist of it, okay? So you literally just put the glue down and you it looks nice in the leaves, actually. Some of it's fallen into the leaves and it looks really nice. I like it. I might actually deliberately put some in the leaves. So yeah, you can see how easy it is to actually apply. It's just a bit messy and slightly unforgiving in terms of where it goes. It just goes everywhere. Probably find some on my bra later. So yeah, so you can see how that works, and I'm going to put it all across here, bits of it here and there, and we're going to put some on here as well. I really want to do that right now, to be honest. I'm so tempted, but I know we're risking something doing that because it just means this paint, if it's not dry yet, it's still a bit wet up there. Hi Patty, let's pour with Patty is here. Great to see you, honey. Let's get some more glue and try this right in the middle. I'm gonna probably regret it. We're just gonna grab a bit more. We don't need a lot, that much. And we're gonna just add it right in the middle, shall we? And a big white one. So if I show you this, right? So we're just painting it, and we're gonna be careful we don't get this glue anywhere else but on that little blob. Perfect. And then I'm going to get glue all over the table, and then I'm going to apply the tiniest bit of gold leaf on there. I'll just rip a bit off this piece. I'm going to plop it on. Actually, it needs to be half this size. There. So I just pushed it on my finger, really. I'll wait a minute and I'll just brush the rest off. You can see what's happening there. I'm just brushing it on, brushing it off. Sound like Karate Kid. Bit more there because I just brushed too much off. So you can see how that's going to shine, I hope. I hope you can see it anyway. It's really going to, unless I take it off. I'm taking it off. Okay, these mistakes happen. I'm actually probably not waiting long enough for the glue to set. So wait a minute. Ideally, you put it on and just leave it for a half a day and then just come back an hour or two later and simply just brush off the gold leaf, because it won't have stuck to any other part of the project apart from where there's glue. So yeah, ideally leave it and come back. Maybe just use a softer brush. I think that was my trouble, was using a heavy duty brush. I love that little one. That's perfect. If you look at that now, it's got a little bit on the top one, ignore that, but you can see that that is just perfect. It looks beautiful. Don't want any there, so it looks beautiful. That one shiny little thing. And we're going to do it with the rest of them, so more glue in all of these, and it'll be super shiny by the time I finish. I like that in the background. That looks fabulous. I love that. See, I didn't need to splatter it in the end, really, did I, with the rose gold? I simply just applying that really gives it the, put some lines into it. I love that. I love that kind of upward motion there. I love it. It's really cool. I love this. It's gorgeous. It'd be nice to if it had a really nice rose gold border as well, all the way around, a slight border. I think that would really set it off. Yeah, the rose gold is perfect, Laurie. You still haven't left. What are you doing here? Go to your one. Yes. Okay, so I think we're done now for now. All I'm going to do is apply some gold leaf around here. So the finishing parts will be apply the rest of these. I've done the one. Apply the rest of this gold leaf in the background on this side. So really sparingly, by the way. Finish our painting in my leaves here and give that a bit more depth. Add a few shadows underneath with pen. So I've got some really light grey pens, the brush pens. I'm going to add some shadows just kind of on the underside of this flower to give it some depth. I might put in some kind of lines in here in a darker violet or purple just to give it a bit more depth as well. There's going to be rose gold along here, most likely, to really make that pop. So I think it's, yeah, I think it's going really well. I think there's not much more to do. That's going to make a great giveaway. Some fortunate soul will get it. Yes, yeah, I think some fortunate soul will get this. It's a beautiful piece, and because it's lightweight, I can ship it abroad. See, it's super lightweight, and you can put this into a frame and it would look amazing. Obviously I'll sign it for them. So yeah, definitely keep a lookout for this giveaway. It's definitely got the wow factor, says Kat. Thank you. Hi Lassie Farm, I hope you're well. And yeah, so like I said, number one, more gold leaf in the background to finish that off. Number two, paint the leaves, add some depth and some shadows. And number four, finish off this bit here with adding more gold leaf here and around the rim of the flower petals as well. And then it's done. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll show a finished piece off. I might do a short with a finished piece up if you still want to see what it looks like when it's 100% done. But otherwise, I think we're done for today. I just want to, before you go, I just want to show you something that arrived in the post. And I do like showing you something in every live. Let me have a look if I can find it. What did I do with them? Oh, here. Right. So these are, I just had these alive, and this is a Temu order. And let me see if I can get it out. I'm really stuck in the garden. Okay, look at this. And I didn't realise this, but Temu ship these gorgeous wooden coaster sets, but basically they're blank pieces of wood, and you can get them round and square, and they're pretty thick, so they're not going to warp. I think these would be really cool. So obviously you can do them in tiles, but these are much more lightweight, and you've got the little feet, padded feet as well here, if you can see that. So we've also got the round ones here as well, which look pretty nifty, and they're the perfect size to bloom on or do your acrylic pouring or fluid art on. I can't get that out. How can I get it out? Let me just see if I can get it out this way. Come on. So yeah, really cool and really lightweight, you know. So if you don't like tiles, these are a nice buy, I think, and I'm looking forward to using those in a future day. So yeah, they were sitting out the front. I didn't know for ages because they just dumped them there and they were in a bag, and I realised that they were out there in the rain, but luckily nothing got soaked through and they're fine. They're quite thick and sturdy and nice and sanded off as well. They're really nicely sanded off, so there's no sharp bits. Sorry, it's probably making a lot of noise there for you. So I'm looking forward to doing some coasters. wooden coasters soon as well. So that's it from me today. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Like I said, I'll put the finished piece up soon. Lastly, Stefan, thank you so much for the blessing with the donation. I'll put it towards supplies. Thank you. And guys, hop over to Lassie Farm as well and have a look and do a subscribe for him. Fiona, I'm just about to ring off and say bye to everyone, but it's great that you made us towards the end. Just showing you what this looks like right now. It's beautiful. And I really like it. It's just, yeah, it's really, really nice. And it's thanks to you guys as well, choosing all the colours and making decisions along the way. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Thank you, Ian. That's really kind to say. It looks amazing. Thank you, Sheldon. And thank you all for coming. And I'll see you on the other lives if you join. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one here. Thanks and goodbye.